Today is the deadline for high school seniors to tell colleges where they intend to enroll in August. For most students, how to pay for school is a major consideration. Student loan debt is a $1.5 trillion financial crisis in America. The average household with student debt owes more than $47,000. Mark Strassmann examines the issue in a special CBS News series, Life and Debt. Mark, good to have you here.
Good to be here. Good morning. It's let me show you one measure of the price tag. America's student loan debt is greater than car loan debt and credit card debt. College has become wildly expensive for most families, and yet college is one instance, maybe the only one, when banks will consider a teenager with no credit history, no guaranteed income, and a loan that can run into the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
The most expensive piece of paper I own.
College changed Taylor Smith's life for the better. College debt changed it for the worse. Now 25, this sales rep for a Houston tech company feels pressured by loans she started taking out as a college-bound high school senior.
You were 18, and people were loaning you tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, exactly. And nobody's talking to you about it either.
When Smith graduated from Texas A&M, she owed $53,000 in student loans. She had to quit her first job, registering voters in Colorado. It didn't pay enough.
I sacrificed the dream job to come home so I could take care of my bills. That was a big reality check, realizing like this bill that I have is what's going to hold me back.
43 million Americans currently have student debt. On average, they owe more than $47,000. 5.2 million are in default. And college costs keep rising. For example, at Ohio State, a public university, in-state students pay around $27,000 a year. An elite private school like Stanford costs about $74,000.
When you get that letter, it is, am I going to school or not? And if I'm going to go to school, I will need to take on more debt than I could possibly fathom.
Seth Frotman's the executive director of the Student Borrower Protection Center, a nonprofit watchdog.
Is student loan debt America's new financial crisis?
I think the student debt crisis is here with no end or change in sight and absolutely zero plan to tackle this at the federal level.
And the crisis is multi-generational.
Just have a seat.
Serafina Galante is 76. This career social worker got her master's degree in her 50s. She graduated with about $35,000 in debt and owes more than that 19 years later, $38,000, partly because she can't even afford to pay the total interest every month.
I was one of the oldest students.
Senior borrowers like her are the fastest growing group of the student debt crisis.
It's not going to reduce ever. And the emotional part of it, that it's there, that it's always going to be there.
Serafina Galante told us she will die owing money to her college loan lenders, while Taylor Smith has put off getting married, starting a family, buying a home until she has these loans paid off. Frotman says policymakers at both the federal and state level need to address this crisis, and he says they have simply failed millions of Americans taking on a debt to pursue a better life. It's just eye-opening how many families are in this impossible position. They want to do right by their kids, send them to the school of their dreams. They can't afford it.
Right. We're sending you out into the world with a huge lead coat on you. I mean, it's...
Well, that's the thing, too, is that these schools educate kids and say, go pursue your dreams, chase your dreams. They can't afford to chase their dreams because they have this monthly payment that they have to service.
Yeah. And there's no financial education that goes along with that degree to say, here's how you handle it when you leave the gates of this university.
What 18-year-old is financially sophisticated?
Right.
I know I wasn't.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody. And then they get a job that they have to take a job they don't want because the one that they want doesn't pay them. There has to be a better way to do this, Mark.
Yeah.
What do you got on that?
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. It has to be a better way. Is that right? Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.